Hi guys, welcome to the workplace rant. This is going to be rant number 3. Now, we're going to be talking about things that annoy people in the workplace according to my family and friends. There are a few things that I find annoying as well. It'll be interesting to see if you can guess which ones they are. So let's get started. First one is rise and shine people. Your morning alarm has gone off and you're still in bed. Of course you are. You have poor time management skills. Head, you'd even probably be late for your own funeral. Do you have colleagues who are always running late? We have mobile phones where you can set multiple alarms so you get up on time. Failing that, if you're late by 10 minutes on a particular day, set your alarm for 15 minutes earlier for the following day. It's pretty simple, isn't it? But it keeps happening every single time, every single day. The next one we have are those error-prone workers. You know the ones, no effort, no thought goes into their work. They have poor performance, and management, rather than sack that person, give themselves two easy, simple, clear options. Number one, let's move them on to another team with a new manager. That effectively hits the reset button, doesn't it? Because they get to do everything they're doing that's bad all over again on a clean slate. Or, my favorite one, this one, they go ahead and incentivize the behavior by promoting them. Genius. And don't forget the social floaters. Love these guys. Floor by floor, team by team, desk by desk. They will tell you everything they did over the weekend. They will tell you everything they did every single day of their life. It doesn't matter if you don't initiate the conversation. Eye contact is merely all that's needed. And bang, 20 to 40 minutes later, they've gone to find another victim. Now, let's move on to the type of people who, when they come out of a meeting, think to themselves, I think I'll go ahead and disturb everyone in this open plan office. Of course I will. Hey, I've just come out of an important meeting. Don't all you people know I'm important? If there is an after discussion that's going to take place once a meeting is finished, try and have that discussion in the meeting room if you can. If you can't, when you come out of the meeting room, talk quietly, okay? And try and find a quiet place where you can talk to have that after meeting discussion. Don't come out of a meeting like a bunch of demented gazelles, okay, screaming your heads off. It disturbs the people around you, okay? Now, we also, at this point in time, have to give a special mention to, and I'm going to sing this one, so here it goes. Watch out, thieves about. Watch out, thieves about. Oh, you better watch out, 'cause the milk thief is about. So, people, if your milk is being stolen, some people I know have loaded it up in the past with laxatives, sleeping pills. I'm not condoning this. It's an option, okay? But what else can you do? Yeah. What other options are there available? Apart from doing those two things, or obviously having your own private fridge at your desk, you're not really going to be able to find out who the culprit is, because there's going to be so many different bottles or jars or whatever of milk, containers of milk, and it's going to be really, really difficult because they will go into the fridge and the first one they see is the one they'll take, and they'll take a drop of milk here and a drop of milk there, kind of thing. You know, you put a sticker on it, please don't use, or you know, this is such and such as milk. You know, it doesn't matter to them. They don't care. Okay, they will steal whatever they want in terms of the milk from wherever they want, from whomever they want. Like I say, I have heard of people that will take dye, yeah, actual liquid dye, and actually dye their milk blue. for example. Yeah, so they'll fridge will open, there'll be this bottle in there. It won't say milk or anything like that, but the liquid inside it will be blue coloured. And obviously the person that's dyed it knows that it's a edible dye, as it were. Yeah, it's friendly, and that they can consume that. And it's basically just milk that's been dyed blue. So that's an option there, yeah, for people. If you're having this problem, maybe go down the route of dyeing the milk a different color. Obviously make sure it's edible, and failing that, if you think there's a bit of a passive aggressiveness in you and you just want to sort of lash out and go for the full sort of whack on this, then yeah, the other options that have been sort of made available have been things like loading your milk up with laxatives or sleeping pills. Obviously, if something happens to that person, like they have their milk and then they get in a car and drive and pass out behind the wheel, that could be a bit of a thing. I'm not condoning that kind of behavior. Yeah, just want to make that right clear right now. Yeah, I'm just saying it's an option, and if people think that's the route that they want to take, that's a decision they'll have to make, and they'll have to sort of deal with the consequences if things go wrong. Okay, now we're into the home stretch on this one. We've got communal kitchens. Okay, a friend told me that someone had gifted a 32-piece stainless steel cutlery set to his team. It was put in the office communal kitchen. Within 4 weeks, the whole set had vanished. Okay. Oh, and let's not get started with those individuals who use mugs, plates, etc., and they don't bother to wash them after they've used them. And they leave them on the worktop or in the sink or something. Yeah. If you want to live in a squalid environment, that's fine. Yeah, not a problem. But restrict your squalid behavior to your own home. Yeah, don't bring that stuff into the office. Okay. The kitchen is already a mess as it is. The microwave always looks like it's been dive bombed. Okay. Nothing in a work kitchen, by and large, ever looks like it's fully clean and sanitized. And all you're doing is just adding to that. So yeah, don't do that. Okay. Grow up a bit. Okay. Now, finally, over the finishing line, we've got those individuals who every year, this is every leave year, they treat sick leave as an additional entitlement to their annual leave. So what they'll do is, say for example, come April, they'll say, okay, I've got 30 days of annual leave, I've got 10 days of bank holiday, so that takes me up to 40. And then they'll say, okay, well, I'm entitled to 7 days, so that's one period of 7 days, or 3 instances totaling no more than 7 days. They'll use the technicality aspect on this, and they'll say, well, I fancy a week in Spain, or I fancy a week at home or something. Yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll just self-certify myself as being sick for 6 or 7 days, and that takes my total leave for the year up to 47. That's fantastic. That's great. So that's what I'll work off of. No, that's not on. Yeah. Managers need to be on the ball with stuff like this. Okay, they need to be starting to refer individuals to occupational health, and if they start noticing patterns and trends, and frequently every single year the person is always taking off time for the flu, that kind of thing. Have they taken a flu jab? Probably is the first port of call. Yeah, and the second thing, like I say, refer them to occupational health. Every large employer that I've known has got some element of an occupational health referral type system in place. Yeah, so refer them and find out what the problem is, because you can't have people sitting around claiming effectively sick leave as annual leave, and then having a nice jolly. That's not on, because a lot of people work hard, yeah, for their pay packet at the end of the month, and some people even go well beyond that. And to do that, if you're the type of person that does that, it stinks. Yeah, it really stinks. So we've come to the end of this rant. Can you guys relate to any of this? Yeah? Have I missed anything? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, and I'll catch you in the next rant. Thank you as always.